Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new live stream here on the channel. And currently Bitcoin is dropping massively, so I will be going in towards the charts right away here, since I was about to go over and give you guys a real quick intro about what currently is happening on the market. But literally while I have been talking about Bitcoin and while I started the stream up, like you can see on the 1 minute time frame, Bitcoin started to be dropping massively. Bitcoin dropped massively towards the downside, and will we be holding up this lower side of support? That is going to be the real big question that we should be asking ourselves right now here, since Bitcoin has been trading in a consolidation range here. Bitcoin trading in a consolidation range. A breakout is about to be occurring here in the coming hours and maybe the potential coming minutes ahead of ourselves here, because yeah, Bitcoin is going to indeed choose a direction where it is want to be breaking towards right now. I personally believe that we are still in a little bit more of a bullish market period, but if we're going to be breaking bearish of this support range, I personally think we could be looking and aiming for way lower targets in the coming hours ahead of ourselves. So what we're going to do here is look at the Bitcoin market, the cryptocurrency market, on how it is behaving itself. We're going to use our analysis to be, of course, predicting where the market potentially could be heading towards. And that will be, of course, all we could do from up this point here. So far we can clearly see Bitcoin created, of course, a significant downward sloping trend line from the highs here, and we've been seeing a rejection coming in towards this market several times in a row already. We've been seeing several rejections from the highs getting formed, but however, of course, we've seen these rejections from the highs coming in here. We've as well seen rejections for supportive bounces from the lows coming in here. So like you can see, we're currently once again retesting a low here. And if we're going to hold up towards it, it's going to be looking pretty good for Bitcoin in terms of this pattern, because the more times that we're going to touch this level, the more touch points we will be getting generated. The more touch points we basically got generated on this market, the more significant breakout will be occurring as well on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart here. So I personally believe that we could be seeing a very significant breakout in the coming hours ahead of ourselves, and that will be also leading towards mass market volatility here. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here, but so far it looks to be that Bitcoin is breaking down. And to give you guys right away this breakdown target we could be aiming for if Bitcoin is going to be breaking down here, we're going to be looking for an approximately 42.4 thousand US dollars, 42.4k target here for Bitcoin. But in my opinion, like I already explained to you guys out there, if Bitcoin is going to break down in this case, it's going to be breaking down of a very important horizontal range once again, and it will basically generate on the bigger picture a lower high, and it will be then start to create lower lows as well. So then we're going to be probably looking towards a more of a kind of a bearish market structure, and a more kind of a bearish market structure could be leaning towards lower prices eventually. So right now we are at decision time, and I am not in a long position, like of course already told everyone about. I am planning to open a major position on Ethereum, because I'm planning to try to ride this wave towards the upside, of course. But what we do know here is that opening a trade right now, in my opinion here at least, is too big of a risk here, because Bitcoin can come down heavily from up this point here. So let me take this chart towards, and let me go back towards, wait, let me see. Let me put this chart towards the 4 hourly time frame for a second here to explain you guys what I currently can see here. So if Bitcoin is going to be breaking down of this horizontal range here, what has been basically providing us resistance, support over here, and support right now, and as well more times resistance in the past as well. Everyone's again going to be breaking down of this level. We're confirming a downward sloping trend. We're going to confirm a breakdown, and that is going to be looking very bearish for the market. And then I'm not going to be surprised if Bitcoin, for instance, is going to touch this level around the 41.3k, you know? So there are definitely opportunities for Bitcoin to come down massively from up this point if it is today going to be breaking down. So that is why it is so important to look at it right here. It could be then lead towards massive market corrections in the cryptocurrency market right here. Of course, if you don't know already, we've been looking for an inverse head and shoulders. I'm currently have been looking to take a trade on this inverted head and shoulders towards the upside actually, but like I said several times before, I am not going to be opening a trade or whatsoever on Bitcoin 4 hourly chart as long as we're not breaking out here, because if we do break bullish on the 4 hourly breakout, yes, this is going to be the point. Actually, this point over here we're going to right now set a circle on. This is going to be point. Let me make it the green circle for a second. So the green circle over here in the market, that is going to be my point where I'm going to start accumulating a long position, because then I see a confirmed breakout on Bitcoin. But right now, we've not seen a confirmed breakout yet here. So we'll be not as well approach it like a breakout, a potential breakout right here. As well, I could have a whole different approach here. And if I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to take a different approach, I could be looking for maybe a cup and handle scenario. So we see the cup getting formed over here, and we're currently creating a handle, and this could be of course well play out here, that we're going to see some more consolidation in the market before breaking out, that we're going to come down towards the $41,000 come up again, and then maybe shoot up towards higher levels. So this could be a very likely potential scenario that could be playing out here, a cup and handle scenario. I rather approach like an inverted head and shoulders. I think it's a little bit better to approach like that, but of course right now, I will be still keeping my eyes wide open on this potential scenario of this cup and handle. And if we're going to be approaching a cup and handle, we basically should be right now approach this. Let me draw this correctly, of course. This parallel channel towards the downside. So right now we should be approaching like a parallel channel towards the downside, and if we do break out towards one direction, we're going to be either look bullish or bearish, and that is of course a little bit of the larger scale approach that I could be having right now on this market over here. By the way, Bitcoin really coming down heavily. I see 43.4k already. This is going to be pretty important on how this 1 hour candle is going to be closing right now here. So further on, I can look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame actually was not looking so strong here. Daily time frame was, of course, if I enable the RSI real quickly, let me get it in front of the screen here, and let me adjust the colors real quickly because I hate these standard colors of the RSI here. What we can see here as well on the RSI is pretty interesting to be very honest, if you would ask me, because on the RSI we were forming first of all on the daily time frame and higher high, clearly like you can see here, higher high getting formed, lower high on the RSI, losing momentum, resulting in a correction in the market. We did performing a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, showing weakness in this market first of all. Right now as well, what we can see is that we have not broken out yet here. We're still having the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and the head, and the inverted head and shoulders is not broken out yet here. If we do break out of this inverted head and shoulders towards the upside, so if we're going to be occurring in a bullish breakout, we're going to look at way more bullish price targets. But so far, Bitcoin has been not really able to be doing it and not been really able to be breaking bullish out of this pattern here. So we still have to wait a little bit longer till we're going to get this confirmed bullish breakout, and that is going to be pretty important to look at in my opinion. And we're as well going to look at the US 500. We can see that like the stock market has been bouncing because yeah, Russia is moving away their troops from the border, resulting in less economic pressure and resulting in more economic growth eventually. So what we can see right now here on this one, and my face is really white, I don't know what it is with my camera. So what we can see with this one again, here on the US 500, is that we have been seeing some sustainable growth here in the recent days, but Bitcoin has been really failing to show the same results. And usually Bitcoin is following the US 500, S&P 500. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Let's see how Bitcoin strongly could be recovering afterwards. So that's going to be pretty important in my opinion. So 43.5k is the level that we're right trading on, and it's not necessarily looking so bullish. Like we do know, we're still in this more bullish market period. Even though we created bearish divergence, I'm still going to stay a little bit more bullish on the period that we're right trading on. Since we're trading above the 50 on the RSI index, it is indicating me we are in a more kind of a bullish structure, and like we do know here, always once we go above, significantly above the 50 in the RSI index, we tend to have very bullish market structures, and we tend to have very bullish market periods. So once again, I do believe we're going to have a very bullish market period. Will it happen today? Will it happen tomorrow? We don't know here. Will we come down a little bit further before we're bouncing back up? Could be potentially true here. Like we've seen here in the previous bull run, we have seen the exact same market structures. As well, very important to know here, I've been zooming out, I've been thinking, okay, let's just look at the weekly time frames, because what I want to be doing here is, because right now, what I personally think here, my personal opinion, is like these lower time frames are very uncertain about what they want to be doing here. Lower time frames are very uncertain about where they want to be going towards, what they are doing right now, and sometimes we have some very weird moves, what is not likely to be expected here on the market. So what I've been doing in the recent days here is that I've been going in towards the weekly time frame, and of course look on how the weekly is looking for Bitcoin on all certain charts, of course. And actually, if I just look at the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, I've never been literally so bullish on this market here. Like we have right now, I can enable several momentum indicators. So let me enable the money flow index here on the chart. Let me enable the RSI index as well, and let me give this a very good color for a second again. So let me enable these very important things here in the market, because these are momentum indicators that could help us where the market is really heading towards right now. So let me first of all look at the MACD here. So what we can see here, price action forming a higher low in the market on the weekly time frame, guys. This is very important. This is the weekly time frame. And the RSI is, the MACD is forming a lower low. What does this mean here? Let me get it in front of the screen here. Once an indicator, once a price action is forming a higher low in the market together with a higher high previously set here, while Bitcoin exactly did here, and a lower low is getting formed on the RSI, it means that you're forming a hidden bullish divergence, extremely bullish on the market. And it is, of course, not only the MACD that is forming so, it's as well the money flow index. If you don't know how important the money flow index is, it's one of the most important momentum indicators that show you when to buy or sell Bitcoin. As well, shows you right now, first of all, we're oversold. January shows you a better buying and an accumulation range for Bitcoin, just like we almost had in May 2021 here. But right now as well, it is forming this hidden bullish divergence on the market. As well, the RSI is as well forming this hidden bullish divergence. So we're seeing a triple confirmation on 3 different momentum indicators that Bitcoin is forming hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. And this is not a thing to think, to like look at and think, oh yeah, but I don't really believe in this or whatsoever. I don't really care. You know, a divergence on the weekly time frame is not what maybe some people will say, oh, it already played out. No, the divergence just got confirmed, since you do need to see 2 green candles in a row to confirm the divergence, so we can be create blast off, because money flow index has not been bouncing, MACD has not been bouncing yet, but the RSI has been showcasing, of course, a very good structure that the hidden divergence is currently playing out here. So we do have a very big opportunity to take this whole new wave here towards the upside, because the momentum is currently shifting. The sellers are exhausted. The sellers are stepping out of the market, and this is an opportunity, in my opinion, in my approach, that is extremely huge here. And still, a lot of people are sleeping on this major opportunity, but I currently am not sleeping on it at all. I am taking all my positions in. I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm almost not have any USD tether aside here, except of my weekly trading income, etc. I tend to still buy more. And as well, I'm selling off some altcoins here that made me a very good profit in the recent days here, to be buying more Bitcoin, buy more Ethereum, buy some more altcoins like VeChain, EGLD, what can make me massive profits, because I am right now very comfortable that we are not in a bearish market structure. We are currently entering this bullish market structure together with all the confirmations we're getting on the weekly time frame. The daily time frame is suggesting as well we're in very bullish market structures, but only a few people, 1 in a million people, are currently seeing this. Like a lot of people don't pay attention towards these macro things that we're seeing on the market, right? So I do think this is time to pay attention towards the market, and this is time that we should be starting to get extremely greedy. So that is exactly what I'm doing. So weekly time frame suggesting we are ready for a liftoff, basically. I mean, fundamental worth of Bitcoin ready for a liftoff. It is definitely the time to be, of course, bullish. And of course, this is also times where we could be accumulating these 1 to 2x leverage positions, where we could be making a ton of money with here on Bitcoin as well. So I'm currently looking to enter that position, but if I'm going to enter a swing trade, I'm going to be basing it then once again off the 1 hour time frame. So right now, if the 1 hour time frame is going to be breaking down, well, we're going to look at maybe a little bit more bearish, so I'm going to wait a little bit till I get my entry in here. But one thing for sure, I currently have approximately $150,000 on my trading account, and I'm planning to use all that $150,000 to make up a position up towards probably $500,000 or $600,000 here of trading positions. So I'm looking forward towards how we're going to be playing out on that one. But I do think the opportunities are extremely high with trading this cryptocurrency market right now, especially since the majority of the people are definitely afraid here. If we do look at the funding rates, we do still see funding rates negative and neutral across the border. Binance and Bybit still neutral funding rates, but OKX, FTX, and DIDX currently are having negative funding rates, meaning that they are, of course, they are currently, of course, more leveraged towards the downside. If you're trading Ethereum, Binance looks pretty good here since it's also negative over there. And yeah, it's looking pretty interesting, to be very honest. And exactly, if we're going to look at altcoins, right? Altcoins are definitely over leveraged towards the downside. And good opportunity to look at is like EGLD. EGLD is massively leveraged towards the downside on Binance, on OKX, on Bybit, on FTX, and that is why I'm currently so bullish about it. There's so much, yeah, shorting activity going around here on EGLD, what I think is absolutely stupid. Why I am so bullish about it, and I'm not currently leveraging EGLD. I'm only spot holding EGLD because I think with spot holding EGLD, I can make a ton of money. And of course, I'm currently hodling EGLD on Bybit, because on Bybit as well, guys, you can just spot buy coins here. Like, you search up EGLD, you can buy EGLD against the tether for spot, and it is absolutely crazy. Yesterday, I bought approximately $17,000 of EGLD extra on the $192, so I'm in a little bit of profit. But I mean, I think this buy could easily bring me up towards wealth, towards a 3 or 4x in the coming 5 to 6 months here. So I mean, do whatever you feel comfortable with here, but I'm buying EGLD like I'm not going to say the word because maybe I'm going to get blocked, but I'm buying EGLD like a maniac, I should say. Like a maniac. I'm buying, of course, not the Bybit is not the only exchange where I'm buying it on. But currently, so that's some fun, some Bybit. I thought, let's buy some spot on Bybit as well here. So if you want to be trading or spot, I mean, not necessarily trading, but if you want to be buying, accumulating some crypto with fiat or credit cards whatsoever, you can check out Bybit as well here. It's a definitely very good exchange. And if you're currently signing up, you will get a 30% sale, because 30% of all fees is currently going on here if you're signing up from my link in the description. If you regular sign up, you don't have the sale off, so please make sure to use that link in the description. It's definitely very excited. Depends which country you're from. Let me see. Everyone being negative with a bit of self. Be care to bear. I mean, just a small dip. Exactly. It's not a very significant dip. If we look at the big market corrections, this is just a very minor one here. This is a very minor one. It's going to go towards the 39k. Let's see if it could touch the 39k. I will be very pleased, because let me get this straight here with you guys out there. Let me go towards the daily time frame, and let me discuss this, why I do want to be seeing the $39,000 getting reached, right? So $39,000 is a beautiful level for accumulation, because $39,000 is exactly this accumulation range over here. You can see the significance in this range I'm currently drawing for you guys out there. This level showed us just too many touch points. This level is just too perfect to be trading on, right? So we've seen a lot of rejections. We've seen a lot of support touches on this level. And what I want to be seeing, what is absolutely pinch perfect for me to accumulate a position, and for everyone, I mean, for 90% of the people in this currently this market where people are way too much in fear, I want to be seeing the level $39,000 getting touched here. So many touch points leading towards a massive bounce in the market. This is going to be perfect market structure. And you know what's pretty good here? I've said it several times before. Bitcoin needs to create this higher low on the daily time frame. Yes, we have been creating a higher low over here, but it wouldn't be all too bad if we're going to touch the $39,000 and indeed from of that point come up here. So with the one who was saying that in the chat, I totally agree. If we're going to come down to $39,000, we're not necessarily going to look bearish. It's going to be leading towards an even more bullish retest, what will be leading towards more sell-offs, more longs getting liquidated out of the market, and it will be leading towards an opportunity for us who are right now all watching to be accumulating a position in towards the market while all the other people are afraid and in fear, of course. So this is indeed definitely a very major opportunity if we're going to come down a little bit further from the market. But let me right now go over a very interesting coin as well. In 11 minutes, we're going to close this 1 hour candle, guys, and I will be checking it with you guys out there once this candle is going to close. But let me go over Ethereum right now here. So Ethereum absolutely crushing it here on the recent days here, but just like Bitcoin, it is coming down a little bit here. I have been looking towards this massive trading opportunity of this inverse head and shoulders. So far, we have not seen a breakout, and just like I explained here, I mean, we are taking scenarios in play here, just like we can see right in front of your screen. This is a scenario I've been anticipating. But I am not trading this scenario as long as it's not breaking out. So I have not opened a trade yet, so I'm not losing any valuation. If we do break out, then I'm expecting this massive price surge, because then we're breaking out of this downward sloping trend line that of course rejected us several times, found support several times, and that is of course absolutely crucial, because we have to see that breakout in order to see further price growth for Ethereum. So Right now, we have not seen the breakout yet here on Ethereum, so I am not going to be scared if the market is going to come down. It could definitely come down still from this point because the market has not confirmed the breakout yet here, so the pattern will be then, in that case, get invalidated. So if we're then going to still see an increasement from here on, it's going to be looking good, and if we're then going to come down, then we are having a fake out, but so far, we're not having a fake out at all because the pattern is not even confirmed yet till it breaks out towards the upside. So do take that in notice. We have not broken out yet here, so and still speculative pattern that I'm currently looking at. So what I want to be seeing for like the perfect scenario for Ethereum to be playing out right here is that it's going to be breaking this top side of resistance, and then it's going to be breaking bullish, and then we could be looking for this trading opportunity that we could be taking towards the upside. However, if Ethereum is not going to be bullish and we're going to come down a little bit more, what are the levels that I want to be accumulating my Ethereum on? Personally, what I will be hoping for Ethereum to do so is that it is going to create a double bottom. That Ethereum is going to create another touch point here on the $2,880 where it is going to form a double bottom, and then we are going to see this further increasement up here. It could be then as well create a beautiful W structure, what could be allowing a lot of bullishness to enter the market, and that could be leading towards this massive price surge in the market again. So if Ethereum is going to come down, what are the levels that I will be starting to accumulate at? I will be accumulating on approximately $2,866 towards $2,833. These levels are going to be my buy orders for Ethereum leverage long positions because I'm very highly convinced that we could be starting to create some type of a double bottom scenario here on the Ethereum market. Of course, some people may say, if we're going to come so far down here, we're going to be breaking this upward sloping support line. Won't you be buying on this upward sloping support line? Yeah, I mean, actually, I would love to be buying on this upward sloping support line because you could be, of course, average your buys in here, right? You could be looking for a first buy around the 29.55, and for your second buy, you're going to look at the 28.34 sort of thing, you know? So you're going to be averaging in, but this is definitely going to be a very strong support line as well for Ethereum to most certainly hold up the price section towards the upside. So yeah, let's see how it's just going to be playing out. But so far, yeah, this is indeed a very important level to look at for Ethereum. As well, important levels of resistance to look at for Ethereum. That already, I mean, this is not already broken necessarily. You could be approaching it like this here. Is not broken yet here. It's going to be pretty crazy to be breaking through here because, yeah, like you can see, it's a lot of touch points that we got generated. We've got a lot of rejections on this market from of this range here. That we have to be breaking above here. So far, we're seeing this critical trend line, yeah, providing the resistance on Ethereum. And basically, this is a major reaccumulation period. And I mean, on the larger scale, it's looking pretty bullish here. If you ask me, look at the weekly time frame on Ethereum. Does this look bullish or does it look extremely bearish? If you ask me, I can answer this question very quickly. This looks extremely bullish. I am seeing logarithmic growth here towards the upside. It looks to be that we're once again in this consolidation phase here. We've been trading in a very sideways period on the market, and usually after a very long sideways period in the market, after a parabolic surge, just like the 2016 parabolic surge, sideways period in the market, parabolic surge, then you have this major bear market correction, parabolic surge. But right now, like 2016 was the middle point of the bull market, right? And right now we're in the middle point of the bull market as well here. Like, we have similar things here. What I personally expect here, we've been in this consolidation phase for Ethereum. We've been in this consolidation phase, clear consolidation phase. We went up over here. We went in this bear market phase here. I think we're going to go up again here, and then we're going to be having this bear market phase over here, what could be bringing us all the way down to $5,000 again here. So I personally think there's a lot of growth still yet to come for Ethereum. Ethereum is massively good for accumulation. Then let me talk about, in terms of accumulation on the weekly time frame, what is good accumulation for Ethereum. So I have two very important indicators in front of your screen right now. This is the RSI and the money flow index. These indicators could always show you what are basically good buy zones for Ethereum. So let me set up this box here between the 25 on the money flow index towards the 10 on the money flow index. Basically, the 10 on the money flow index is the lowest point that Ethereum ever went here, right? So what we can see right here on this market is that every single time the money flow index of the Ethereum price action goes below the 25, it shows you the best buying opportunity. So let me, of course, show you this in the chart when these opportunities were, of course, in the market. So we had one opportunity where we went below the 25 on the RSI index in this middle point of the bull market 2016. Then as well, we went in this bearish period in the market here in this downtrend. Not necessarily the biggest buying opportunity, but in hindsight, it was a very good buying opportunity around the $300. We saw one opportunity occur over there. Then we create a lot of bullish divergence in the market, and we still moved up after that. So it was definitely not a bad buying opportunity. Then we saw a minor opportunity occur over here. Minor opportunity occur over here for a very short period of time. And right now we're seeing an opportunity occur once again over here. So there are definitely opportunities very big on the market. And if we're looking back at all these buying opportunities, and if we took these buying opportunities, it was a pretty good time every single freaking time to be buying Ethereum. So I'm very comfortable that Ethereum is going to be grow even further on in this market. And I'm very comfortable that we're going to see even more sustainable growth for Ethereum in the coming years and the coming decades ahead of ourselves here. So as well for the RSI, it showed us very interesting things here. Basically everything below the 50 was a good buy on the RSI weekly time frame for Ethereum, but let's even say everything below the 40. Everything below the 40 was an extremely good buy, because if we're looking for everything below the 40 on the RSI index, I actually truly hope that Ethereum is even going to come down further. But look at this, everything below the 40 on the RSI index on Ethereum was actually a good buy here. In this period, we were going below the 40. In this period over here, we went below the 40. This period over here, we went below the 40. Let me see. This period over here, we went below the 40. Then we had another minor dip here in the March crash, in the pandemic crash. And then, of course, right now, again, we had another crash. And can you see, maybe right now, you can easily see it, the logarithmic growth with the momentum that is decreasing in trends here. So we are having a lot of growth on the Ethereum network, and still the opportunities are so extremely big here. And right now as well, we saw this touch on the RSI below the 40 on the weekly time frame. These are opportunities I do not want to be missing out of course. And for me, it's once again on the bigger scale. Like I told you, I started to be zooming out a little bit more to, of course, give you guys an exact view what I do think about the market in the coming weeks ahead of ourselves. And what we can see clearly here is that this market is undervalued, and that this market is at a point of accumulation where others are maybe not accumulating. Well, you hear maybe the average Joe talking to you and saying to you, oh, we're going to go to zero because Bitcoin is in a bear market. Don't buy Bitcoin right now because you don't buy Bitcoin in bear markets, because then you lose money. But actually, you know when the best buying opportunity for Bitcoin was here? And let me go to Bitcoin here for a second here. Let me go to Bitcoin for a second. You know actually when the best buying opportunity was here in Bitcoin? In this freaking bear market. This was when the bear market was there. This was a whole good accumulation range. Actually, the whole range over here. What you do in bear markets, I don't know who is telling you that, or I mean, I see some people telling it to each other. I don't know who's saying it, but actually the best time for accumulating Bitcoin is in a bear market. It's literally in a bear market. If you want to accumulate Bitcoin, accumulate it in a bear market. Don't accumulate it in a bull market. It's actually the opposite way around, right? People tend to be buying Bitcoin once more parabolic run-ups towards the upside. But people don't tend, like, these are distribution ranges. These should be distribution ranges. These should be ranges that you're selling. This is as well a range that you're selling, not where you're buying. But usually what literally happens, that's also the reason why the price is surging, the markets go up. Why do the markets go up? Because retailers, people are buying. But right now, again, we're in this buy zone. We've been in a sideways period that is a buy zone. It doesn't matter for me if Bitcoin is going to fall to 30K. I am not even bored. I don't care if Bitcoin is going to go to 30K, because then I just keep on buying more. I keep on buying more and more and more. I'm going to stack those Satoshis. So for me, this is definitely like like how people are using and how people are trading this market is like a complete different way on how I'm doing it, and that's how I became profitable. And like I'm trying to share my knowledge because in 2016, approximately February 2016, I stepped in towards buying cryptocurrencies. I stepped in buying some stupid altcoins. I make a bunch of profit, but you know what? The most important part about it is I went through one whole cycle. I went through the beginning of the cycle, I went through the peak of the cycle, I went through the bear market, and that's the experience that I right now have. And that is the whole advantage that I probably have against people that like stepped in towards the market in 2020 or 2021. I've been already through these cycles, and that is what you should that's what I want to learn you guys here. Once people are afraid, we should be starting to get greedy, and that is exactly how this system works here. So Bitcoin, of course, closing is 1 hour candle right now here. Pretty interesting 1 hour candle close, if you would ask me. I don't really think it's the best 1 hour candle close that I've seen here in a while. What you can see here is that we previously got supported, rejected, supported, and right now we're seeing a breakdown. So this actually pretty bad here. yeah, it is actually pretty bad here for Bitcoin. I mean, so far it's not really leading towards more bullish break price action probably coming towards the market. So, guys, please, I'm trying to share you my knowledge. And guys, please, I'm trying to share you guys the things that I've been through. And I don't want you guys to go through as well here. And yes, taking profits is important for the market. But, you know, in 2017, 2016, 2017, I bought Bitcoin as well, you know. I bought Bitcoin at the freaking top here. Yes, I did so in 2017. But, you know, 2018 as well. I bought Bitcoin 2019 as well. And, you know, every single buy I did in 2018, 2019, I said to myself, these Bitcoin, I'm buying them for 10 years. I'm buying these Bitcoins from 10 years and I'm not going to fucking touch them. I don't care if Bitcoin goes towards 100K, it falls down to 10K. I am not touching my Bitcoin for another 10 years because I am very certain. I'm so certain. And I mean, I can't say I promise you because no one knows, of course, in the end of the day, but I'm very certain that Bitcoin is going to be trading at least 15 times as higher as it is currently is in 10 years time from now on. I am very certain that Bitcoin is going to trade around levels of 700 to 800,000 US dollars within 10 years from now on. Bitcoin is not a short-term investment. Bitcoin is a long-term investment. Bitcoin, I don't care what Bitcoin is trading tomorrow. I don't care what Bitcoin is trading in a week, in a year. I care where Bitcoin is trading in 10 years. That's what I care about. Yes, I make some pocket money for the short term, but my majority of my funds, my majority of my investments are all based for long term. I'm basing my investments for long term, guys. So please do take that in consideration. If you agree with me, smash up that like button, guys. Smash up that like button like crazy. If you do agree with my opinion, will be absolutely crazy if you're going to do so. And guys, so the crowd is absolutely screaming here. So guys, make sure to smash the like button if you haven't already. Yeah, dollar cost averaging is definitely one of the best strategies that you could be doing. So let me see. One missile already fired in the first 6 minutes ago. Let me see. Yeah, the missiles are definitely fired, man. I only hold and never sell my Bitcoin. I mean, that's you know why this network will be keep growing. You know why this network will be keep growing is because of the hodlers in the market. You can sell the dip or you could be buying the dip. But what we do know here is from every single market dip here, there are more hodlers in the market. And this is a thing that you should know as an investor in cryptocurrencies. The hodlers are massively increasing in this market. And this will be only step further on, and we will be only create bigger steps in this market. And we will be only see more hodlers appearing in towards the market. So like you can see here, in every single cycle, you can see that the red ones are basically the 24-hour hodlers. The lighter the color, the more yeah, you can see it here in the top side of the agenda. So you can see exactly how long the holders are holding. But what we can see is that there are a lot of short-term hodlers on market peaks here. But right now, once there are not a lot of short-term hodlers, it always shows you. And of course, look back at the times that you have been should have been accumulating. There are always not a lot of short-term hodlers. So right now as well, if I'm zooming in towards this market and go a little bit more in depth here towards like the 2021, 2022 market, we can see this run up of short-term hodlers was here, especially in February, March 2021, right? But right now, we're seeing a very low side of these short-term hodlers. And all these short-term hodlers are turning and coming in and flipping over towards being long-term hodlers in the market. So we can see, of course, that the 1 to 2 year hodlers are massively increasing. The 6 to 12 month hodlers were around February 8%, and right now it is 17%. So the long-term hodlers are always increasing. So far in the network, over the last years, they've been always increasing. There are more and more long-term hodlers stepping in towards the market. That is bullish. More people are seeing the future of Bitcoin. More people have a long-term vision about Bitcoin. And that's why the market will keep inevitably growing. If you don't know here, the inflation rate for Bitcoin as well will be also come down in the coming years. So let me quickly search it up. Inflation, Bitcoin, like this. Let me search a picture. Inflation on Bitcoin. If you're not familiar with Bitcoin, I think everyone is going to be familiar with Bitcoin probably. Let me open this in a new tab here. Oh wait, this is a beautiful site here. So in 770 days, we're going to get another halving. But let me see, where was it? I saw a beautiful chart. Here it is. So let me make this a little bit bigger. So what you can see over here is the total Bitcoins that are basically in circulation And every 4 years, if you don't know already, the Bitcoin mining reward will be getting halved. So like you can see here, I don't know if you see my mouse. I don't know. Probably you don't see my mouse. That's pretty annoying. So here on the left side, you can see the supply growth was extremely high here, but it is coming down massively. It's coming down massively. And eventually the inflation on Bitcoin will be so low, because every 4 years it will be getting halved down. It will be so low that the price, that the Bitcoins that are coming in circulation is not growing so fast anymore, and the demand is the same. What will be resulting in a massive price squeeze, and it will be resulting in a massive price increase because the demand is so high, but there are no Bitcoins anymore, because there are only 21 million Bitcoins and there are 7 or 8 billion people on the planet. So am I saying that correctly? There are 7 to 8 billion people on the planet. How many live on the earth? Let me quickly see it. Yes, 8 billion. There are 8 billion people on earth currently. And that's why 8 billion people on the earth. There are only 21 million Bitcoins. If you own one Bitcoin, you're freaking overpowered. You're overpowered if you do own one Bitcoin. If you own one Bitcoin, you're beating this freaking system. So do whatever you want with the information, but slap up that like button, guys. I see you guys sitting there, but slap up the like button. It will be absolutely amazing. While you're there and you have not smashed it up yet here, make sure to do so. It's only taking a few seconds of your time. And smack up that subscribe button as well if you want to make that wealth in the future, guys. If you're here for the long-term vision, smash up that like button. If you're here for the short-term vision as well, smash up the like button as well, because we're doing both sides. We're not taking one piece of the pie. No, we're taking the whole cake. We're not only taking one piece of the cake, we're taking the whole cake, you know. We're having the long-term piece of cake, we have the short term, we have everything, we have the altcoins. We're taking the whole picture. We're not only focusing on one thing, no, we're taking every single part of that freaking cake. So that's very good. So let me see what we are having. EGLD is a stable coin. No, man, I disagree. EGLD is not a stable coin. EGLD is definitely one of my top investments currently I'm making, and it's definitely growing very quickly in my portfolio, actually. So let me as well look into some other coins. Recently I saw someone yesterday I was at the office. I was at the office, and some people were walking to me because there are like some Dutch guys, and I'm not really familiar with it, but like some Dutch guys that have like paid groups or something, who like say, oh, do this right now, do this right now. I think that's bad, actually. That's the reason why I'm not doing it. But he's got a paid group, and he said, guys, I sold 90% of my Cardano because I think it's going to go to 10 cents. And you know, that was absolutely the most stupidest thing I've ever saw. And I mean, I was sitting there and I was laughing. I thought, what the Frankenunks? What is this? Why is this guy that you have to like pay 500 euros every fucking month, saying you have to sell all your Cardanos? Because he was literally screaming, buy more Cardano on the top. And right now he's saying, sell all your Cardano. And that's exactly for me the bottom signal. Once the average Joe is selling low and the average Joe is buying high, I know when there is a top or there is a bottom in this case. So I don't know why he's screaming sell your Cardano right now, because then he's literally doing what the noobs are doing. Sell low, buy high. That's literally the fact. So selling Cardano right now is selling low. And that's not a thing that I'm doing. I mean, I'm still holding quite a lot of Cardano. I bought my first Cardanos on 3 cents. And like you guys know on this channel, if you're an OG watcher, if you're OG watching of these live streams, etc. on the market, we, of course, at least I sold my Cardano on $3, because I made a 100x on my Cardano at that point. I made a 100x on my Cardano. Oh, wait, no, 1000x actually. So my Cardano absolutely skyrocketed from that point. And that's why I decided to take some profits off the table, you know. For me, it was a very important point to take some profits off the table. Yeah, 100x. So for me, it was like a very important point. And I thought, okay, I made a 100x. I'm going to take some profits off the table right now. And I bought back on $1.80 approximately. So in the end of the day, I made way more Cardano, but the price actually is still down. But from my initial buy, I'm having way more Cardano at this point. So I'm still going to casually hold here. Mr. Mogul is tuning into our stream. Your SXI brother Mogul is here. Oh, yeah, my brother Mogul is here. Check Rune. Of course, man. I will be checking Rune in a second. So Yeah, Cardano absolutely, in my opinion, once again back towards accumulation ranges. Accumulation ranges for Cardano definitely very interesting to be looking at. These are not distribution ranges; these are accumulation ranges. For me, like selling Cardano right here is nothing, not really part of my strategy. Actually, I mean, of the average Joe is probably like part of his strategy, but for me, no, I'm staying away from it. Yeah. To be honest, Cardano, has it been overhyped? Yes, massively. Cardano is just a smart contract network. The network has definitely been overhyped. It has definitely has been way too overvalued because there have been way different projects with better smart contract platforms out there. So yeah, there's definitely kind of a point of the network not being so good. Actually, it's a good network, but like it's a little bit overvalued. But still, I don't really believe that Cardano is going to come down because Cardano is becoming extremely big in like Africa. They're trying to beat the game over there. So no, I definitely believe that Cardano can still see a massive price surge in the coming basically years ahead of itself here. So it's looking pretty good. Rover, how do you handle taxes when you take profits? Actually, on trading, we in the Netherlands we only have like how you say it, like you only have to pay taxes of your total wealth here, so it's pretty good here. It's like 4% a year on all my trading, on my wealth here, so it's pretty good in terms of taxes. Yeah, you just have to pay your taxes, but it's good. And so I'm looking forward towards it. Later today, I am going to look for a very cool car because I'm planning to be buying a car, but I'm also really want to be waiting a little bit because the market is down. And if the market is going to come down further, I'm not going to do it because then I have to buy the dip again. But yeah, looking pretty good here. But taxes are definitely a headache, like always. Why are taxes always a headache? It's very simple. Because governments don't want you to become an entrepreneur. That's why they make taxes very complicated, because then not everyone is going to step in towards making a no business, you know. So that's how it works. So it's very simple. That's exactly what the government wants. The government doesn't want us to be wealthy, so that's the point. So Rune actually looking pretty good here. Was like for performing, creating this downward sloping trend line, like you can see over here. Downward sloping trend line getting formed here. Broke out of this downward sloping trend line. So far it's breaking out towards the upside here. Looking like a pretty good opportunity here in this market. Rune breaking towards the upside, resulting in more bullish price action towards higher targets, most likely from up this point here. So I'm definitely very excited about what we're going to get generate for the Rune USDT 1-day price action. So hopefully we could be seeing more searches towards higher levels getting generated from up this point. But like you can see here, lower highs getting formed here. Right now we're still in a downtrend. Yes, for me to confirm this breakout, I want to be seeing a high getting formed above this previous high over here, because actually, yeah, we are breaking bullish, but still we are in a bearish market structure. So if we do break with a daily candle above this high over here, then we're going to form a bullish market candle play here. And for me to be bullish on the market, I have to see a breakout of a certain pattern together with a candle play. And currently we have not formed a candle play yet here. And a candle play is just where we are going to be breaking above this high. And then we could be looking for an increase. So please take it slow with Rune right now. Break above to $5.02 is going to be looking very bullish for Rune. And then I'm going to step in probably as well if we're going to see that occur on the market. So it's looking pretty interesting. Actually, Bitcoin is also looking pretty interesting because Bitcoin is definitely on the edge of breaking down. I mean, it's already broke down of this pattern over here, and actually broke down as well of this upper sloping support line. So right now, it could be literally go for a free fall right now in the coming hours ahead of ourselves, and the coming hour right now ahead of ourselves. So it's going to be pretty interesting actually to be watching the Bitcoin price action right here. So let's see what we're going to have. Shiba is about to pump. I mean, it will be funny if it's going to pump. My EGLD back is equal to my Bitcoin back at the moment. It seems to be very stable at 191 at the moment. I mean, yeah, actually, it does seem very stable at 191. It does seem very stable at 191 US dollars for the EGLD price action. But like, stable for how long? For like 2 days right now, actually, or 3 days? Let me quickly check it up here. Let me go towards the EGLD price action from Rune EGLD like this. So actually, I can test me stable, but not for a very long sustainable time, right? 5 days maybe. So it has been trading for this level for like 5-6 days right now. But this is good. This is consolidation. This is how it works here. Like it has consolidation, then it prepares itself for another leg up here. Actually, this looks like a beautiful structure in my opinion. I mean, I've been buying EGLD for a while, and you know EGLD is going to be making me a ton of money. Why? Question mark. Is because look at this trend, and once Bitcoin bull run is back here, I mean, we are going to hit that $1,000 way earlier than everyone anticipated. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward towards where EGLD is heading towards. I believe it could be, of course, perform very well. I believe it could be making us a lot of gains here. And that's the reason why I'm spot and leveraging it, of course, currently. And I'm definitely not leveraging it towards the downside, actually, over here. I mean, I definitely only look to be buying EGLD towards the upside. I mean, for me, EGLD is a longer-term investment. For me, I don't care where EGLD is going to trade tomorrow. I believe that EGLD in the end of the year, at least in 2022, is going to give me a huge multiplier. Because, yeah, the opportunities and the project is just very good here on the EGLD. That's why I do believe it could be bringing me a lot of wealth here. So, let's see what we're going to have here. Where's VeChain going? Let me check up on VeChain here. So VeChain has been bouncing between the demand zone here a little bit. What we can see here is that VeChain is definitely right and trading on its last legs here. I've been already saying it several times before. If VeChain breaks below this this horizontal range over here, we're going to definitely look for lower targets. As long as we're holding up this horizontal range, we could be still bounced towards the upside from off here on. But as long as we're not doing so, I mean, as long as we're trading above this range, we're looking okay. But actually, the chart that's getting me like extremely bullish here for VeChain is like the VeChain against Ethereum chart. Like this chart shows us we're in a major demand zone. That we are having major demand for a VeChain against Ethereum on this level right here. And usually, like the last times around, it takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while. And out of nowhere, VeChain against Ethereum exploded towards the upside. So I personally believe like the risk is extremely low for the potential rewards that we could be getting generated. As well, the stablecoin that's rolling out from VeChain could be, of course, bring a lot of positive sides for VeChain itself as well. And I believe like this project could easily do from here on a 25x since it's only trading on 6 cents right now here. So, I mean, for me I've been accumulating, stacking up because I think in the end of the day, I'm going to be right with my VeChain. Because, yeah, I'm just a huge VeChain lover here. I like VeChain is bringing blockchains towards real world use cases, and that's why I love here. I am here in crypto for the revolution. Of course, I'm here as well for the money, to make a bunch of money, but as well for the revolution. I like to be making this next step towards the next level, and that's why I'm investing in VeChain, because VeChain is definitely a revolution in cryptocurrency space here. So absolutely lovely project. The project fundamentally is absolutely ready for a turnaround towards the upside. If the bull market comes back for Bitcoin, so Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, it's going to be definitely very bullish. It is going to be definitely very bullish for a lot of altcoins, and just like for VeChain against Ethereum for sure. So let's see. Why do people not care about ICP? It has potential. ICP definitely has potential as an Ethereum killer. But yeah, if we are looking like, oh my gosh, if we're looking like at ICP, like it has been only losing valuation against Ethereum for always basically. So indeed, it has got potential. Maybe right now are the times to get started with this project. But still, it has like formed a major downtrend. If we do potentially break this downtrend on the Ethereum valuation, we could be looking start to get a little bit more bullish. But otherwise, like we have to know ICP. This against the US dollar. I thought against Ethereum. But yeah, it's been in an infinity downtrend here. But indeed, it is forming right now a very bullish bias falling wedge structure. So actually, yeah, it is looking like a very good buying opportunity. It could easily, if it comes down up again, 160% gain could be easily be made for ICP. Yes, the project is pretty good, but once again, it's like it could be literally performed the same like Solana. Big hype run up, and then a massive crash again. So if we're going to look at this project, yeah, it could easily do a 5x from here on. It could be easily run up massively towards the upside. I mean, I have to give it towards you. A lot of people are not talking about it, and that's why it's a good project as well. I honestly think it's not an actual very bad buy, to be honest. It could be, of course, perform very good here towards once the market is going to be flipping bullish again. But if we're going to compare it towards the Ethereum pair, like you can see, only lost value so far. So that's, of course, important to know. If it starts to go bouncing back towards the upside, maybe we could start to be buying in towards it. But buying in towards the downtrend is extremely scary. I mean, we have been breaking this downtrend over here. This could be looking towards and could be giving us a little bit more bullish price action in the coming days ahead of ourselves. But most certainly, buying in towards downtrends is scary, in my opinion. Hit up the like button to see more TA about altcoins. Yes, indeed. Give me a second. So, ICP is a fake product. I mean, so far the only thing that they are delivering are promises. So yeah, that's the point. So far they only are delivering promises, and like, I saw they have a very big team. That's actually pretty good. They've got a very transparent team. But Bitcoin is dropping down here. Like oh, look at this 1 minute candle. Holy crocomolies. So let me get to the 1 second chart for a second. Look at this. Major correction here in the market. Came down massively on the 1 minute time frame, and volatility is definitely turning up right now. So Bitcoin indeed is experiencing a breakdown. If we're purely looking towards let me see, Bitcoin. Let me change the title, because right now Bitcoin is breaking down indeed. Bitcoin is indeed breaking down of this pattern. Actually looking pretty bad here. To be honest, the real price target, like we of course discussed there, is going to be still sit a little bit lower here. It's a 2.6% correction approximately on the 42.5k. So we could be looking for a little bit more of an further correction down here for Bitcoin, of course, like we warned you about once we were forming this this breakdown. The QB as well, a fake wick getting started on the lower side to shake out long positions and still create a movement towards the upside. I am not trading this because I've said, yeah, we'll be a little bit more careful with trading Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. And if I trade Bitcoin, I tend to always trade it long here because I hate shorting Bitcoin. Because if you don't know already, if you short Bitcoin, you're betting against the network, and betting against the network, I don't like to do that. So Bitcoin falling below the 43,000 US dollars, very important. Let me quickly drop out a tweet as well for everyone who is not in this live stream, that is well on Twitter, because I want to keep everyone up to date over there as well. Bitcoin. So yeah, it's pretty important, guys. If you want to support me as well, make sure to go towards my Twitter. Oh, discard. Make sure to go towards my Twitter page. If you're on my Twitter, you will be definitely yeah, not miss out on any updates like here as well. Here we're keeping you guys up to date about what is happening on the market. If you want to support me, make sure to follow me on Twitter, and of course like and retweet this tweet so everyone is knowing about this breakdown, because yeah, it is once again very valuable information and very important information that you should be staying up to date of. So make sure to like and retweet this tweet if you want to support the channel. War is coming, and that's why stocks and everything is unstable. I mean, actually, war is coming. We don't know for sure. What we do know is that Russia is currently moving their troops away from the border. And actually, if we're looking back towards wars, usually it's the most baddest. So war is very worse for like for currencies. For currencies, not for money, because like the US dollar is not money, because money is like something that keeps its wealth over the years. The value over the years, and the currency is something what you use to spend and trade stuff. You know, money and currency is something completely different. That the currencies, like the fiat currencies, are probably going to take the biggest hit here in war, and that's going to be eventually be very bullish for Bitcoin. So right now there's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of doubts because of the war that's coming up. You know why I'm freaking buying Bitcoin? Because everyone is afraid. Everyone is telling me, Rover, don't buy freaking Bitcoin right now, because the war is going to turn up and you're going to get screwed. And that's why I'm buying, because how certain are we it's going to be happening? And next to that, there is fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. And when is a good time to be buying Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or stock market assets? Once everyone is freaking afraid. So please do know that. Oh, in fact, the NATO just said today Russia is moving towards the border. I mean, yesterday was some news that we're moving away from the border. So they're definitely like trolling around with us. US news said Russia is adding 7,000 more troops. I mean, I don't know why always people want to have war in the world. I just want to have peace. I just want to have a good economic system. I want to have a fair economic system, what we don't have right now as well. But currently, we don't have that at all. So it's absolutely pretty terrible. It's absolutely pretty terrible. Let me see. Let me see if I do see some articles about this here. Maybe. Yeah, I see it. Russia adds 7,000 troops towards Ukraine 1 hour ago. That's probably as well why the market is moving down here. Russia adds 7,000 troops to the Ukraine border despite the claims it would withdraw some forces, US says. So that is pretty interesting. Yeah, like we do know. They were first saying we're going to move away from the border, but currently they're adding once again towards the border. So no Russian troops were withdrawn at the border with Ukraine, a senior Biden administration official told the reporters Wednesday night. So that's pretty interesting. We know it was false. The official said, adding that as many as 7,000 troops have joined the 150,000 already near the border in the recent days. So there are approximately 157,000 troops there at the border. That's pretty crazy, of course, how many troops there are currently, right? So hopefully there's not going to be any war. Hopefully it's going to be just be very, hopefully there's just not going to be any war. And like what Russia is currently doing is suppressing all the economic systems. Like it's suppressing the stock market, it's suppressing the cryptocurrency market. And literally Russia has so much power right now. What they can do is like they're going to suppress the markets, and at the same time they're buying up certain stocks or whatsoever. They're going to withdraw their troops, the market skyrockets, and then they're going to collapse the market. So like they have a lot of power right now for all the things they can do here. So I'm pretty scared about this one, of course. Glad I didn't open a long position. I'm still waiting to open my long position till they're going to withdraw those the troops here, man. You have to withdraw another support line. Yeah, there are several support lines you could be looking at. I mean, I'm looking as well at horizontal lines, and actually my target I'm looking for in terms of horizontal support is like this one over here, man. The 42.7 is going to be very strong horizontal support. I really truly hope we could be finding some support on this level. Let me make this yellow for a second, because yeah, this could be very good support, to be very honest. So we're waiting on how the market is going to be playing out right now. And they also build field hospitals at the border. I mean, that's crazy, man. I live in Europe. I mean, I'm going to be in the middle of this this war field, and I actually don't want it, because if the war is going to happen, I'm going to move away right away here. So of course I've got a lot of places to go to, but then we'll be taking my computer and let you move away, because it's going to be terrible. They legalized Bitcoin for this reason. Actually, yes. I want to be buying more Bitcoin below 40k. Alex, that's exactly what I want as well. So maybe, hopefully, we could be lucky today and scoop up some Bitcoin below that target. That will be absolutely lovely if we could be scooping up some Bitcoin, some cheap Bitcoin, I should say. Russia is engaging with the cyber attacks on Ukraine right now. Yeah, let's see what CNBC is like dropping out here. If there's going to be anything interesting getting dropped out by CNBC, of course. Yeah. Pretty interesting. So treasury yields fall as investor digits Fed updates with a monitor Russian-Ukraine crisis. Guys, by the way, I've got a very good video about the biggest scam. I will be send it on Twitter like later today. I've got like a video about the monetary system, and that is the biggest scam we've ever seen. Basically about money creation, Federal Reserve, paychecks, etc. I will send that video on Twitter later today. I will link that video to you guys. I was yesterday evening, I was just laying in bed, like watching a video on YouTube, and I saw that video, and like it blew my brain up, like how hard they're scamming us. I mean, I already knew it, but like that video explained it so good here. So we'll send it on Twitter later today. If you haven't already followed me on Twitter, make sure to do so right now at Rover CRC, guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. It's definitely worth it. We are like explaining a lot of things to you guys out there on Twitter. We're trying to help you guys about all kinds of stuff here, about all kinds of charts, and of course I show you some details once I'm buying some certain coins here whatsoever. So it's pretty cool if you're going to check it out here. Make sure that you're going to do so. Like yesterday I bought some EGLD. Probably today I'm going to be buying some more, but I'm still waiting. Like maybe the price will be decrease a little bit further, and then I will be able to buy up more crypto for even less money, of course. That will be absolutely amazing. We will be back up to 44k most likely. We will. So far we're seeing like a pretty big weakening generate, and look at this, the market volatility already turning up over here. So it's pretty interesting, to be honest, what we currently can see over here on the market. Pump it long, lock and loaded. Let's see what's going to happen, man. I truly hope it's going to be going up. Quant will follow Bitcoin. I don't have Twitter. It's so bad. I mean, actually, I like 4 months, like in January 2021, I made this account, but like I actually started using it actively since 4 or 5 months here. And right now, once I started like really using Twitter, I really came addicted towards it, and I actually suggest everyone to use this platform. I mean, no promotion whatsoever. It's like literally the best platform I've ever used, like social media platform. Like, it's just education platform. Like, you learn a lot from Twitter. It's not like stupid shit you learn from Twitter. It's good shit. Like if I look over here, I see like all kinds of good stuff here. I see charts. I see people telling me good stuff, you know. I don't see shit over here, so it's pretty good. I think using Twitter is very good for self-education as well. Hit up the like button to see TA and altcoins. I mean, you want to see BNB. Let me check up on BNB real quickly. So, Amer, thank you for telling us to smash up the like button. Let me remove all the wrongs on BNB for a second and like take a very clear view on BNB. BNB has been basically as well in this reaccumulation phase here on the market. You can see a beautiful and literally beautiful movement towards the upside getting started here. We're seeing a beautiful trend towards the higher levels getting started here. We're seeing higher lows getting created, higher lows getting created beautifully together with a higher high, not really higher high in the market, but equal high in the market. So it looks to be that we're forming some kind of an ascending triangle indeed. If you don't know already, ascending triangles are typical bullish bias continuation patterns, and they tend to always break out towards the direction the trend was basing towards. So far, trend is basing towards the upside. So as well, I expect more significant volatility towards higher levels as well getting created from up this point. So it is looking pretty bullish here actually, and it is looking like we are going to see more significant continuations towards higher levels. And BNB is like a good long-term investment, and right now you're trading against those levels where you are having lower risk. You are having lower risk for accumulation. Usually people want to be buying on these levels because they're thinking, oh, we're going to smash all-time highs. But actually, these are the levels that you should start to distribute instead of accumulate. And right now, we're back into accumulation range because we're back on this uptrend where you could be starting to accumulate once again here. So it's looking pretty good. Bitcoin is starting to bounce again. Look at this beautiful wick we're currently getting created here. This is absolutely pinch perfect, actually. This is a beautiful wick we're currently getting generated, and so far it's looking pretty decent here, in my opinion. It's looking like a pretty decent wick that we are currently getting generated. And if we could be flipping this candle into the green, we could be well create this fake candle, this fake out candle, and still move up towards higher levels. So that's absolutely not all too bad, actually. So funding rates still negative across the border. Majority of the exchanges are a little bit more, are currently having more bearish traders, so that's pretty good here, in my opinion. Why do I say it's good? It's because once you're having more bearish traders, you could be always, it's more likely to see the market moving up from over that point. The more bearish traders, the more bullish it is, actually. That's how it works. So, yeah, looking good. Looking very good. And actually, guys, I'm doing like this giveaway of $2,000, and I'm always planning to pick the winner on the 20th of February. But guys, we could also do one thing, but let me know if you guys like it. Let me double it. Let me do 6 times. Should I do 6 times $500, but then pick the winner 5 days later? Let me know if I should do that. If I'm going to, let me know if you guys want that. So we're going to pick the winner 5 days later, but then we're going to do 6 times $500. Guys, let me know if I should do that, because like the 25 is like a special day for me. So that's maybe a cool thing to do here. Maybe make it a $3,000 giveaway, but pick the winner 5 days later. Let me know if you guys want that. And as well, guys, if you want to be winning giveaways or whatsoever, we're doing it quite often on this channel here, like left and right. Sometimes once we like think, oh, this is a fun time to do some giveaways, we just do random giveaways here on this channel, of course. So if you're in for that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well and follow us on Twitter. Because, yeah, we do a lot of giveaways. And, of course, if you want to win this giveaway, we will be checking everything. If you're not signed up for one of these links, you will be not eligible to win it. And, like, there are right now, let's say 200 entries approximately. Because we'll get 200 comments, because you have to comment your UID of Bybit. If you're, like, not... probably, like, 80% is eligible for it. So, right now, the chance of winning is pretty high. Right now, the chance is pretty high of winning the giveaway, actually. So, if you want to be checking it out, make sure to check it out on the Twitter page. Bro, check EGLD. I checked it, but I will be going over it again. I checked it already, but maybe it is doing something crazy. No, it's not really doing anything crazy, actually. It's been beautiful going sideways. Very boringly going sideways. Like, EGLD has been, like you can see here, previous resistance over here. Previous support. And if we're, like, extending this level, previous support. And right now, again, level trading and support. So we're trading very sure above support, and this is going to be resulting in a very strong bounce eventually. So I'm pretty bullish by EGLD, actually. But look at the spike here all the way up to this level on the highs. Looking pretty good, actually, for EGLD. Some of us don't use Twitter. Let me see. I only follow him here and on Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I mean, I do understand, like, a lot of people don't have Twitter, you know? Twitter is absolutely crazy. I mean, maybe sometime, because some of you guys follow me on Instagram, maybe I will be doing the next giveaway on Instagram, right? If you guys would like that, if you think it's better, I will do it on Instagram. And, like, be careful. There are a lot of fake Instagram accounts. A lot of fake Instagram accounts. So if you want to be following my Instagram, just search the link in this description. In this link in this description here, you can see my socials, and those are the real socials. And I will never ask you to send me your money. I'm never going to DM you and say, oh, do you want to learn private trading with Crypto Rover? I will never do that. Because actually, I mean, I wish I could do that, but for me, it's taking too much time to DM everyone and, like, have a conversation with everyone for like in half an hour and say, do you want to learn trading? You just have to send me your funds. Please be careful. I never will ask you to send me your funds, please. Those are scammers, because there are a lot of people around there that are trying to steal your money, and I'm not kidding. They're doing it on a hard way. We're right now on the daily low. Let's hope we can hold the daily low. Let's see. Let's see on the Bitcoin daily chart actually how we're looking. Yeah. Let me get a clear chart in front of the screen here. So many charts are different. Let me see this chart I can use, I think. Yeah, I can use this chart. So yeah, well, I mean, hopefully we could hold the uptrend. I mean, if we're going to be bouncing, like if we close this daily candle like this and bounce on the next one, still going to look pretty okay, to be honest. It's not going to look all too bad. What Twitter account do you suggest to follow? I mean, just look at the guys that I follow. I follow pretty good Twitter accounts in my opinion. Like, follow Federal Reserve or like updates, VeChain stats. Like, you can follow a lot of accounts here. Like this account, the real Kiyosaki. Follow him. He's like a legend, of course, like everyone already knows. But like, there are so many accounts that you should follow. Just look at the people that I follow, and you can see probably a lot of good accounts that you should follow as well. So that's what I should suggest. One time a fake Crypto Rover texted me, and I told him to fuck off. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of fake Crypto Rover accounts out there, so please be careful with it. The money flow index, RSI, MACD, all coming still down in the 4 hour. Let me quickly check on the 4 hour Bitcoin Bitcoin chart. Yeah, they're coming down, but that's not necessarily creating bearish momentum or whatsoever. Money flow index currently on the 4 hour also coming down. Was standing pretty high actually. Not creating any divergence, so that's pretty unfortunate to see. MACD as well. It was losing a little bit of strength actually. Right now what I want to be seeing here is that the market is going to come down actually a little bit lower than this low over here, and then create a momentum divergence. That will be absolutely beautiful if we could see something like that happening, because then we could be getting a very good buying opportunity around to $40,000, create a momentum divergence, and then we could be starting to this next run-up phase, of course, right? So actually, I would love to see the market coming down a little bit more and then create this momentum divergence and then start to be coming up again. So hopefully we could do that. If that happens, yeah, we could be having a major opportunity in like tomorrow approximately, or by the weekend. Hopefully it could be dropping, like stay stable, drop by the weekend, accumulate in the weekend, and come up on the Mondays again. That will be an absolutely perfect scenario. But Bitcoin has been so boring in the recent days, right? Bitcoin not really creating so many interesting price action. Like, it's still trading on the same level like 43 days ago. Like over here, we were like moving up like more than 70% in 43 days. Like, those were very different terms, you know. Are you interested in horse racing? No, I'm not really into like betting my money or something, you know. That's not really a thing I like here. What happened to Bankwhip Swap Rover? Still valid or not? It's still valid, but like, I stepped away from it a little bit here. Because yeah, it broke down of this horizontal range below the $18. Absolutely terrible breakdown, of course. And as well, it broke below this low over here. This is absolutely terrible, of course, you know. So still valid, yes, but like they have to implement maybe a deflationary system, but they currently don't have it because their inflation is extremely high. So I'm stepping away from it so far. I do think, yeah, it's going to be probably yeah, come down even further from off this point here. It's not looking necessarily so strong here. It's not showing. Oh, excuse me. It's not showing any signs of strength currently, you know. So that's why I'm still standing away from it a little bit here. So I'm not extremely excited about it. Just like Decentraland here. So be careful with it. Bouncing away very strongly, of course, but still be careful with this this project. Sand also. Like I've sold Sand literally at the top here, and all my friends sold Sand as well on the top due to me. So I'm very happy with that. Overhyped project. I think like gaming projects are always a little bit overhyped at that point, at least in the market. Everyone was talking about it, and I thought, stay away from it, please. So yeah, pretty happy. I did step away from it. XRP bouncing back pretty decently actually in the recent days. Like XRP trying to bounce back here. Still getting rejected by this downward sloping trend line. If it breaks above, yeah, it could be looking a little bit more bullish actually. So I do look forward towards where we're heading towards right now in the coming days and hours ahead of ourselves with the price section over here. So Amir saying I'm tired and you're taking a cup of coffee. That's very nice, man. I love coffee as well. I meant owning racehorses as you love Dubai and it's massive there. Is this massive in Dubai? I mean, I don't know. I'm actually going back in Dubai in like 2 weeks to do some cool stuff again. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards it. Let me see. Rover, can we expect Ethereum hitting 10k plus by December? I think earlier, man, because the merge is coming up and it will be bringing a lot of high prices towards the Ethereum network and Ethereum itself. I get paid $294k this month from an accident at work in 2019. I need some cheap Bitcoin, Ethereum, and EGLD. I mean, Alex, that is an absolutely perfect buy, man. In this period, you're getting paid in the right period. Hopefully, it's going to be getting paid out as soon as possible. Hopefully the market doesn't bounce. I truly hope it for you, my man. As I see you need some coffee. My man, actually I already got my coffee here. I already drank it. I love coffee. Here's some water. I just drank way more water recently. It's just way better. Water is nice. Cheers. Water is very good. Bitcoin is going to dump so hard, guys. Let's see. I disagree. It's going to dump hard, and if it dumps hard, I'm going to only accumulate more. What do you think about time? It's currently below its price, and it's paying 2% a day. You know what? Like there are a lot of these coins that can like pay you a lot, and that's getting myself scared. You know, which time you mean? Wonderland is the biggest shit ever. Wonderland. Like look at Wonderland. You're talking about Wonderland. I truly hope you're not talking about Wonderland. Actually, look at this. What do you think about it? I think it's absolutely terrible. It's like the hyperinflation coin. This coin has hyperinflation. It's like the US dollar. So no, I'm staying away from it. I have $8,000 suggest a strategy to make $100 daily. Yeah, you could be looking like at these passive income strategies, you know. You could stake your 8,000. What you know what I should do maybe? I can't give you any financial advice, but what I do with a lot of my value, like I use ledgers to store my Bitcoins on. And what you can do actually is like those $8,000 you could deposit them on your ledger. You could have Ethereum, just swap them to buy Ethereum, deposit those Ethereum on the ledger, and you could make up to 6 to 8% a year APY in Ethereum. So you're getting 6 to 8% every single year because you're staking on the Ethereum network. If I'm going to make a calculation, and of course it's compounding interest, you make around let me see, you make around, what is it, $640 a year. But yeah, then you have to like invest more and more and more. It's not necessarily the most, but it's like safe because Ethereum is a good coin to stake, you know. Ethereum is going to give you good rewards. Or you could maybe check out, let me see. Or you can check out Blockify in the link description. Blockify can give you like 12% a year, if I say correctly, or 14%, as well on Ethereum or whatsoever. So I should suggest you to maybe check out Blockify in the link description here. I actually don't really use Blockify because I use kind of other stuff. I mean, you could also look to PancakeSwap. On PancakeSwap, yeah, you could be staking, but like the risk is higher because the price absolutely dropped off, you know, here. So if you're going to look at pools, you could be looking at the AutoCake pool, but you can also farm your tokens against the BUs that are, or you could do Cake BNB with an APR of 36%. So let's say you're staking $8,000, you're getting around to 3.3k a year. But if the price of PancakeSwap drops down here, it will be less. So please do know that. It's pretty important to know here, right? So as long as the price of PancakeSwap is going to be bad, it's not smart to do this, right? So please be alert of that. So What about PancakeSwap? I just talked about it. I think the inflation is still too high on it. They told, I mean, I do know because I read about it that they're going to try to change up the inflation rate on PancakeSwap, because what you can see here is like this is the market cap, this is the price section. You can see it. Like this market cap significantly came down, but the price section is it came even harder, right? Because there's more total circulating supply, and the market cap is the same. That's why. That's why. So there's way too much inflation in PancakeSwap, and if they figure something out, a mechanism how to cool down the inflation, they can make it a working project. But right now, no, it's way too high in terms of inflation, and the Binance network has been a little bit overhyped. So yeah, let's see what is going to happening. Let's see what's going to happening. Why are you saying March is going to be good for a month for Ethereum? Because around, not necessarily March, April is going to be good for Ethereum. Why? Is because that is going to be the month that probably the update is going to get locked in here, the merge update. And at that point, there's going to be a lot of hype coming towards Ethereum, and that is going to result in a hype run-up, just like we got with the London hard fork update. And if you don't know already, let me search it up here. What was the date of the London hard fork? Let me see here. Lock-in. So let me see when like the lock-in was happened. 5th of August. Let me, 5th of August it went live, of course. The update. So that was pretty. Oh no, there was it was locked in at that point. So on the 5th of August over here, on this daily candle over here, like the update got locked in that it was going to come out in September, if I think I say it correctly. Let me see when it was coming out. So let me search this up correctly. Oh, sorry. This is the date that the London hard fork came out here. So this was the date that Ethereum started token burning. But that update got locked in this period over here. So usually 2 or 3 weeks before the update is going to get locked in, or 1 month before the update is going to get locked in, the hype starts for that run up. So this was the hype run up for Ethereum London hard fork update. And we're going to get the exact same once again once the update is going to get locked in here for approximately May, June here in this period over here. May to June. Let me set a box here. So between May and June, we're going to get this new update coming towards the market. And I personally think here, as soon as that update is going to get hyped up here, because the merge update will literally make Ethereum deflationary with 2% a year, is way more significant than the previous update. It's way more hyped because it's way bigger. We're going to generate a very big hype run up. So that's why what's going to happen once again with Ethereum. And the Ethereum is, in my opinion, going to drag up the market, and it's going to be most likely outperform Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm just very excited about Ethereum, what's going to be doing in the coming months, and especially 2022 is going to be a big year for Ethereum in terms with the update that's going to roll out here. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't really trust this PancakeSwap thing. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit too high inflation, so I do get it. Too high inflation is not smart. Seriously, you need to look at Dome. Metaverse is going to be popping moon. What are your thoughts, Roving? Not chilling. I mean, I have to check it out after stream because, with Metaverse project, yeah, you have to do good research, man. I'm staking ships from Star Atlas. Nice returns. Take a look at Verizon. I can look at Verizon. It's a good one. Verizon, of course, came down also massively. Like, there are a lot of these coins that you could be buying at a very cheap. Like, Verizon is also a good project, but like the price action is not reflecting it currently, right? The price action is massively down, but it's a good project. The price action is not reflecting it. So good opportunities are definitely occurring right now. Good opportunities are occurring on the demand zone. And yeah, I mean, what can I say about it? Like, bigger picture. Oh, it's been forming a big bearish divergence actually. But bigger picture, it is looking not all too bad here, to be honest. Only the imminent short term maybe look a little bit more worse because we're losing momentum. But usually once you create such a big momentum hype run up, that's when you start to go parabolic. So actually it's looking pretty good because it's trading again above the 50 on the RSI index. Like you can see, once it's trading below the 50, it's in a bearish period. Here it's in a bearish period. And here it's been in a bullish period, right? So that's just not only on Bitcoin. If it's trading above the 50 RSI, it's in a bullish period. Trading below, it's in bearish period. And we just entered the plus 50 again. So we're in a bullish period in the market. So I'm actually pretty bullish about variety right now here, to be honest. If you look at this market, could be starting to flip bullish again here. What I do need to see for variety to flip bullish is breakout above this downward sloping trend line. Basically a breakout above this. Let me quickly see, where is it? If we can close in the daily candle above of the high of here, the 3.5 cents here, we're going to look bullish. We're going to flip bullish. We're going to be absolutely skyrocket towards the upside, in my opinion. Why? Is because that we're breaking the range low here. We're breaking bullish. We're breaking towards the upside, and that will be leading towards higher targets. In my opinion here. So that's going to be very important. What's your opinion on the miners moving away from Ethereum because 2.0? It's very good for the world. Actually, it's very good. It's very good. Miners going to move away. What are they going to do? They're going to be a lot of new miner projects here. But like Ethereum is of course a big, like probably what we will expect is like a lot of hash rate to enter Bitcoin. Bitcoin network will be more secured. It's good for the Bitcoin network, and actually I think it's just good for the network in general. Because proof of stake is the future, in my opinion. I don't think that proof of work is necessarily future. So let's see what is going to be happening. And a lot of people like afraid of Ethereum 2.0, but Ethereum 2.0 will be definitely something very big here. Fees rejection, etc., etc. Any ideas on Pluton? Pluton has absolutely made me a ton of money, of course, like we do know altogether. Web3. Oh, that's pretty cool that RTL is going to be talking about Web3. It's very good that they're doing so. Going for a retest, my dude. Let's see what is going to happen. Shard, yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, it's pretty cool. 30,000 transactions. For multi-V, I see huge potential. Let's see. Miners are going to stake. Miners are all going to stake. They're going to do the exact same, but right now they don't have electricity bills anymore, but they're just staking. So it's going to be good. They're already, like, if we look at like the network growing in terms of like the stakers, if we're going to Ethereum and if we're going to go towards like the mining is already, inflation rate is over 4% right now. It's pretty decent. But let me quickly check up on 2.0 here, and let me see the total value staked here. Look at this. This is the total value on Ethereum getting staked on the market. It is massively rapidly increasing here. So there's currently about 10 million Ethereum getting staked here almost. So pretty good here. 10 million Ethereum getting staked. If we're looking at the total Ethereum that is circulation, that is approximately a little bit less than 10% of like 8 or 7% of the total supply is currently getting staked. That's pretty big here actually already. I'm also staking all my Ethereum. I think you're stupid if you're not staking your Ethereum. Why shouldn't you stake your Ethereum? It's like a missing opportunity because you're making free money. Because I am already planning to hold my Ethereum for a while. And why shouldn't I just stake it, you know? So pretty good that we have this opportunity to stake our Ethereum against a 6 to 7% APY a year. So looking good at all these deposit contracts that are getting made here. And if you look at the new depositors, and if we put it on a moving average of 7 day, we see quite a lot of depositors still entering the market, and a lot of new validators as well coming in towards it. So still pretty low actually. That is definitely very good what we do have and what we do see right now in the market, and the goals that we're making. Phase 0 stake goal. Yeah, we already accomplished the phase 0 goal. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you would ask me. So yeah, we already achieved it a while ago, 100%. So yeah, we're right now on already 1800% of the phase 0 staking goal. So yeah, the network could easily go over to proof of stake right now here. So I'm excited about it. Number of addresses with Ethereum, 32 Ethereum or less, also distributed massively in the movement towards the upside. Pretty good to see actually. Less wolves in the market is better. So yeah, looking good. Bitcoin, by the way, creating a huge wick on the lower side. How about the possibility for fake out? Definitely possible. No, I've never said it was not possible. I said a scam could be possible to shake out long positions and then move up again. Is Solana goodbye below 100? Yeah, probably Solana will bounce very strongly, but I'm just not a fan of the project. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you could definitely buy it right there. It's hardly break down. Bro, it already broke down approximately 1.6%. That's pretty significant, to be honest. That is pretty significant. But anyways, guys, right now, I will be unfortunately wrap up this stream here. I've been live for right now approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. Tomorrow, I will be for sure back with another stream. And guys, later today, I will be again back probably with a stream. If there's going to be any market movements right now today, I will be jumping back live with you guys out there on the channel. If you do like that, smash up the like button, subscribe to our sister channel, and of course follow me on Twitter to stay up to date about all the next developments that we're going to drop out here on the market. If you do see anything, first thing you will hear from me is probably Twitter, then a smash up the like button here on YouTube here, guys. So thank you so much for watching once again towards the stream here. Smash up the bell notification on the channel so you will be not miss out on any streams here. And we'll check you guys on the next one here on the channel. Peace out and goodbye, guys.